In this video, I will be showing you guys how to complete Warzone's hardest challenge, the Champion's Quest on Rebirth Island, arming and detonating the nuke. For completing this challenge in Season 5 of Warzone, you will receive one of the rarest and nicest looking camos in the game, Super Slick, an animated calling card, Bear's Right to Bear, a loading screen, an emblem, alongside the Material Handler Nuke Operator skin if you haven't already unlocked it. During the video, I will be showing you guys everything you should know when it comes to this challenge so you and your squad can be best prepared for what lies ahead. Tackling this near impossible challenge is not for the faint heart, and each player in the squad must know exactly what their role is in completing this feat. Straight off the bat, do not initiate the contract straight away. I see so many people making the same mistake when I'm in a lobby with someone who has the contract. Picking this contract up as early as this just puts a target on your back, and the whole lobby is going to be on high alert and gunning for you and your team, and it also means you can't complete any other contract in the early game stage like the spy drone contract. To begin, each player in the squad will have a designated landing spot. One player will land at bioweapons and activate the shiver, which will drop the first keycard called the Forgotten Keycard. This player must now get to this helicopter, which I've taken here, which will now take you quickly and safely across the map, and I'll explain why just in a sec. The second player must collect the second keycard, Victor's keycard, which is at headquarters in the building known as Granny's house, near prison, which is in the top floor right here in the corner. The third player must collect the third and last keycard, Perseus keycard, which is inside this building near the factory POI and the boat. You will find it near the back door on a shelf. The fourth player has the job of collecting the unidentified phone, which will passively provide each player on your team $1,000 and also reduce the timer of the elements, which I'll explain just in a moment. To unlock this secret vault area, which contains the phone, you must have done 27 scans in total of the biometric scanners across Rebirth Island. So this means one scan at any scanner on the map once per day for 27 days in total. At this point in Season 5, you most likely have this done. Also, a big thing to notice that many people might not know still is that when you use these scanners, always make sure that you are lying prone before interacting, as there is a glitch that allows you to get a duplicate of the card that shows up. As you can see here, I got 2 polyatomic keycards, which is huge. Each player on your team must do this, and in total you will have 8 keycards to cash in at a buy station. Now, once you have done that, in the beginning of the game, all players must now travel quickly to the stronghold POI. Inside the bottom floor, you will find a room with 3 locked cabinets, which you need all of the 3 keycards for. For doing this, you will receive an advanced UAV, 2 loadout markers, and 4 specialist packages, and $18,000, which is also huge because cash flow is a must for completing this challenge. After you've done all that, you can quickly do a spy drone contract, which drops an advanced UAV, but is not an absolute must as you already have one from the keycards, but hey, 2 certainly wouldn't hurt. Now, with all of that cash, you should now have somewhere between $50,000 and $100,000, which is going to be vital, and I'll explain why when the time comes. It is time to finally activate the Champion's Quest contract. You have 10 minutes to destroy the Warzone, and there are 3 elements in total to collect before you can arm the nuke. And each element takes 10 minutes to fall from the sky. You're probably wondering, how is that even possible if you only have 10 minutes in total to complete this? Looting chests and caches around the map will reduce the timer, as well as the phone, which passively reduces the timer by 11 seconds each time it ticks. And this is why we picked it up earlier, it's so important for the timer. The biggest way to reduce the timer is to down enemies, interrogate them, and then execute them. Interrogating reduces the timer by 10 seconds. Executing reduces the timer by 16 seconds, so that is a total of 26 seconds for each player if it is safe to do so. It's vital that no one on the team dies during this contract, as it adds 45 seconds of the time back onto the already impossible timer. Once you have reduced the first 10-minute timer, the first element will now drop from the sky. Whilst this element is falling from the sky, the timer is frozen until it has landed and been picked up. The first element is called Beryllium, which marks you on the map for everyone to now see. The whole lobby will now be after you, so be on high alert. If you drop the first or any of the 3 elements at any time during the match, the timer will now be frozen, so do not think that it's safe to just drop the element so that you can't be chased around the map. This challenge is hard for a reason, right? At the beginning of the third circle, the fire sale will begin, and this is why having all of that money is important. You must now go to a buy station and spam buy armor plates, which now only costs $150, and it will reduce the timer by 1 second with each plate bought. So that's 4 seconds every half a second or so if your whole team is buying them. The second element will now begin to fall. Remember to stop buying plates until the second element has fallen from the sky and it has been looted, as the timer is now frozen. It's important to have the same player who has the first element to now pick up the second element, as each element will mark you. So it's just easier to have one player marked and have all of the negative effects on him. That player must be very composed and not panic under pressure. The second element is called Neptunium, and this will periodically shock you and anyone nearby, causing you to shoot from the hip. Once you have the second element, the fire sale should still be active, so you and your team should now dump the rest of your cash on plates, and you should also be able to get the third element to spawn from all of that cash that your team has accumulated. Again, have the same player pick up the third element. The third element is called Tritium, which scrambles your radar and nearby teammates' radars alongside disabling any vehicles, so you must now travel on foot. Now that you have all 3 elements, the arm sight will now fall from the sky. The whole lobby can see this and will try to set up around it, so you cannot arm the nuke. The arm sight will drop from the sky very slowly, so don't get too excited and fly straight towards it when you see it on the minimap, because it won't be on the ground ready to arm just yet. You do want to move closer to the spawn location of the arm sight so that when it lands you have the map control around it and also are ready to deposit all 3 elements ASAP and arm the nuke. An important note is to make sure that you do not wipe the lobby until the nuke is armed. Arming the nuke takes 10 seconds, so you can easily be shot off whilst planting. You want to make sure your teammates are throwing smoke grenades for you. Once the nuke is armed, you now have to wait out 2 minutes until it destroys the warzone, or you can wipe the rest of the lobby, now which should only be 1 or 2 more teams left at this point, and this will fast track the timer to 5 seconds. Congratulations, you now have completed the hardest challenge in Warzone. Enjoy your rewards, especially this insane camo. Make sure to share this video with your teammates, and good luck on the challenge, guys. If you found this video helpful, please like the video, it will help me so much. Subscribe to the channel, it is absolutely free. I stream every day over on Twitch, guys, the link is in the description. Also drop a comment below and let me know how you get on attempting this challenge.